getting ready to start something new at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Taking on the road course, green flags in the air. Chaos could start quickly here. As they work through some of these turns.
Real impressed the whole field was able to get through there pretty cleanly. How long will that patience last before these guys start taking more risks?
A lot of give and take right there at the start of this race. Smart move by all the drivers. Unlike you though, it won't last long. You see right here, look for the lead. Brandon Jones pushing Jeb Burton right now.
Oh man, Jones getting through that turn 5 and 6. That's going to be really key. 3 wide here into turn 7.
And how about Allgaier? Justin Allgaier takes the lead away from Jones.
He took the lead away from Jones, but I give credit to Jeb Burton, understanding that was not the time to go in there 2 and 3 wide. Unfortunately, it's continuing to cost him spots as the 19 is under attack by Austin Cindric in that bright 22. Not much of a battle. The 22 easily goes by. It's going to be chaotic all day long, Rick. We're going to have 4 or 5 different plans we'll have to just keep an eye on, but here it is. We knew it was bound to happen. The 22 of Cindric inside the 7, but Allgaier not giving up the position.
Does he cross him over? Cindric with a good run off the turn.
Take the bottom here. He's on your quarter, all the way down.
Now a drag race down the front stretch. Cindric with the advantage. He's on the inside of Allgaier. He's going to make the pass. Cindric out front at Indy.
A lot will be made of the 22 of Cindric and how successful he's been on the road courses. But Justin Allgaier, his road course numbers are impressive as well, and he's showing why. Whether you think you have a car that can win the race, whether you're trying to gain points in the stages, there's a lot of different, not just strategies as far as the best for your team, but what's your goal? We see the 78 of Vinnie Miller seems to have a right front flat. Now this should bring everyone to pit road. That tire ends up on the racetrack. It could be debris. If I'm one of the leaders, I'm calling my car to pit road right here if I have the opportunity.
Yeah, it looks like he's early in his lap as well. So got a long ways to go to be able to make it back around. Oh, there it is.
Yep. You're right, Steve. Spotters need to be seeing that. Pit. Tell them to pit right now.
Knowing that a caution will be coming out potentially for that debris that's on the racetrack.
Yeah, the 22 stayed on the racetrack. Surprisingly, the 18 was on pit road.
And now the caution comes out.
Missed opportunity there, Steve.
Yeah, surprise. Cindric didn't come to pit road as Vinnie Miller tries to limp the 78 back.
You see the 19 did get on pit road, and the 16 got on pit road too. We had to confirm that they got on pit road before the caution came out.
And coming up on the end of the stage, and I know that you guys have been questioning, would they open pit road prior to the end of this stage?
In the past, they have kept pit road closed until the end of the stage so everybody has the same opportunity. We'll see if they open it here. I think we're hearing they're going to keep it closed as well. That's a great decision by NASCAR. Basically, don't force the teams to decide whether you have to pit or not. Just end the stage, award their points, and then continue to race from here.
So that means Austin Cindric will get his 4th stage win of 2020. Brandon Jones in the 19, Riley Herbst in the 18. They now make up row 1 as we get ready for the restart. And again, the possibility of precipitation, things amping up as we get ready for the start of stage 2.
Chase Briscoe to the inside here.
How aggressive will he be? Chase Briscoe in that 98. Can he take the lead away? He does, and here comes Cindric right behind him.
Be interesting to see how Briscoe does out here in front of Cindric. Cindric's been faster all weekend in practice, but Briscoe, no slouch on the road courses himself.
He needed 8.
I don't know where he got 8 wins, but I might have set my number a little lower before I put that much pressure on myself. He's backing it up, though, with already having 4 as we see a car turned around. The yellow's out.
That's Bailey Curie in the 74.
Knocked
And
a wire loose in the back or something.
it's not running, it sounds like. So the caution has come out once again. All right, coming back to the restart. Austin Cindric in that fluorescent yellow, number 22 on the outside. As the green flag waves, it's Cindric and Chase Briscoe as they will have a drag race down into turn number 1.
Cindric's getting a lot of help on that outside line down in the braking zone.
They go side by side, and Cindric with the advantage as they bottleneck there through 1. Cindric has the lead. Riley Herbst up there in the 18, and here comes Noah Gragson again in the 9.
Make a note, what lane do you want to be in for a late restart? At 22, why he's the outside of the first corner. He's the inside for turn 2, Jeff. I actually think that's an advantage to make a pass.
Yeah, it looked like that outside lane went really well. You know, Mike Snyder, big move. I think he's all the way up to like 7th or 8th from that outside lane. Well, look at that restart, though.
Yeah, they're going to look again at that.
Remember what the rules are. The leader of the race has to start. He has to start first. He has to launch before the guy in second. The 98's the leader.
Looks like, man, it's hard to say. It looked like the 98 and the 22 went around the same time, but then there's a stumble or something on the 98. The 22 to have an advantage.
22 looked like he backed off, but there was a car behind him right away that wouldn't allow him to back off.
And Austin Cindric pretty heated on the radio. He says he was on the brakes. He said the 18 was pushing him all the way through that restart zone. And at first his crew chief said, hey, we're not going to win this one. But now they have called him off from serving that penalty right away. They said, we have 3 laps to serve it. We're looking at the footage and we're going to continue to argue our point.
Rick, you talk about those wins. The 1-year anniversary of their first ever win is today. So
big fire out of Brandon Jones. The 19 off into the grass. Flames were rolling out from underneath that car.
A lot of oil. You see on the racetrack, right behind him in that track. A lot of oil on the racetrack.
Turn 9 here. He climbs out of the racetrack, out of the race car.
He's running 9th.
The fire suppression systems on these cars, very impressive because we saw the flames rolling out from underneath that car.
Look at the back tail, the discoloring. That tells me there's fluid, probably oil all over that. Kelly.
And Steve, you tell me if this could be related, but a handful of laps ago, Brandon came over the radio and said it feels like the car does not want to stop when I use the brakes. He says, I have no faith in him.
Getting ready to come back for the restart. It will be 2 to go in stage 2. Can these guys hold off some of the hard chargers with fresh Goodyear tires?
This is going to be tough. Keep your eye on that bright yellow 22 machine in the middle of the field. He's going to be making moves.
The 98 as well as the 7 also right in the middle of the pack, running about 8th right now. They go into 1, 3, 4 wide, and a lot of contact. Allgaier getting shoved out in that 7. In the 99 of Josh Bilicki, heavy contact. We see part of the back bumper of the 68 of Brandon Brown almost falling off. And now it flies off. One more lap to go.
How about Briscoe? Came to get tires and already attacking Sieg for the race lead. Chase Briscoe back to the point.
Sieg stayed out, one of those drivers around that playoff bubble, trying to get some stage points here. Hang on to that second place spot. That'd be a big deal for that team.
Remember, Briscoe's coming from 7th to take this lead.
So Briscoe, Sieg, and there you see the 9 of Gragson off into the grass.
All that work he did. Now he's got to go back and get all those spots back.
How'd it happen? Oh, he got hit by the 13. Timmy Hill moved him out into the grass.
Yeah, we've seen drivers race through there side by side. It's like Noah missed the corner, Timmy went to the inside there.
The green and white checkered flag goes to Chase Briscoe. Third stage win for him of 2020. Once they cross the line, it'll be 19 to go, and we're back underway. The final stage, Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. Briscoe on the inside, trying to take advantage of that line. Allgaier dives in, right on his quarter panel. Justin Haley there as well.
Harrison Burton right there in the mix in front of Cindric, having a nice day.
Haven't mentioned a lot about him, but the 93 Myatt Snider up there also running for the RSS, the Sieg family team this week. He runs a full schedule, but it's for different teams. Saw the caution on NASCAR Nonstop, the 44 Tommy Joe Martins putting a lot of fluid down on the racetrack, the smoke coming out. We saw an axle that was on the front stretch, so obviously an issue there.
Yeah, the first piece of debris was the entire left axle, and then from there, the oil of the rear end grease came out. So you see as he comes around this corner here, focus in the left rear tire, and you will see a hole where the axle should be, and B, you're going to see a bunch of fluid coming out of that, dumping onto the racetrack. So
Right in the center of that left rear tire, you can see that hole.
Yep. I'm guessing the axle comes out right here on this right-hander. Yep.
So, and to be clear, that's on the front straightaway.
Yeah.
So he has gone all the way around the racetrack with the rear axle cover off of the rear end, which means that that rear end grease could be everywhere.
So Harrison Burton brings the 20 onto pit road as we're getting ready for the restart. Again, a lot of cars up here in front. Well, 4 of them now that are in front of the guys who have just been on pit road. Pardus and Weatherman make up the front row with 7 laps to go at Indy.
Watch Briscoe in row 3. We've seen him outbreak a lot of these guys down into turn 1 on that inside line. He's in good position to do that again.
Allmendinger's in there as well. And now look at him fan out.
Briscoe 4, to the middle.
5 wide, 6 wide behind him.
Huge move for Briscoe.
Wow.
Right through the middle, outbroke everybody.
That was amazing. Could be a race-winning move.
Allmendinger has come out in second now as they work their way through these right and lefts.
And look at Cindric, how much he's gotten hung up behind these cars. Did nothing wrong, just in the wrong line.
Look at him close in on the 98 Rick.
All over the back bumper for the lead. Looks to the inside. Now he can't get there. Briscoe pulling away. A.J. Allmendinger making a very rare mistake there. Briscoe has 2 car lengths now.
He's got the speed, though. Clearly, he's faster right now.
But, man, we've seen him put the pressure on Briscoe.
This is where he's stronger.
Oh, man, he's right on him.
Briscoe's got a block right here on the right side. Now just get on line. It's not a passing zone here. Just get yourself lined up.
Oh, Briscoe misses the corner.
He missed it. That's the part where you didn't need to miss it because it's just not a passing zone.
Just shows you how hard they are pushing right to the limit now. Can Cindric put the pressure on AJ? Look at him, he's aggressive with the bumper of that car. He's gonna dive in, contact. More contact. As they come across the racetrack to set up for turn 14.
Briscoe's praying for more contact. It's brought him back into the race.
AJ's gonna have to run low here.
Briscoe trying to make it 3 wide. Gonna outbreak him.
He's committed.
Hard on the brakes. He takes the lead away. Here comes the 16 back on the outside.
Oh, he just ran him through the grass. They got Cindric on the outside of him. That was an incredible move. This race is not over, though.
Smoking the right side there was Briscoe.
Allmendinger's not happy with that move. I can promise you.
More contact at the 22. Here comes the 9. Gregson's trying to move up to second.
22 may have an issue.
22, a lot of damage to the right front.
Yeah, he's working that car back and forth, trying to see if he's got all 4 tires up. Oh, the 16 off the track.
He's going to take second away. A.J. Allmendinger falls back to third. Now Justin Haley takes that spot away.
And as this battle rages, the 98 of Briscoe has now a 10 car length lead coming to the white flag.
Well, those 2 guys banging against each other. They obviously have hurt their cars.
Bring it home. The words coming through the radio for Chase Briscoe. The first ever running of the Xfinity Series on the road course at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and the Indiana boy is going to win it.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.